Welcome to Expert Viewpoints, Stakeholder Identification and Management. In this video, experts share critical stakeholders they must manage and also provide tips to keep them motivated and committed.
The most critical stakeholders a program manager has to manage include the senior stakeholders or the project sponsors, project managers, other program managers, customers, and end users.
The most critical stakeholders that a program manager manages really are the people doing the work. The program manager obviously is talking to upper management and the people that will receive the product that they're managing. They'll be talking sometimes to customers. They'll be talking to the test team, everybody involved in the project. But really, the program manager's main focus is on those who are building the deliverables, the people that have to work against the schedule. So those are the stakeholders that really matter to the program manager to get the work done. If you think about program management as driving a team to get a product out the door or a deliverable out the door, the team that does the work is the most critical.
As a program manager, I believe your most critical stakeholders that I've seen typically are a VP and director. So a lot of times you are dealing with a lot of the executive leadership within your company. It depends on the company, but a lot of times you are, as well as your project managers or product owners if you have them. If you work in more of an agile fashion, you might have product owners, and they are your most important stakeholders. You want to make sure that the work that the project managers and the product owners are executing on is what the executives are expecting, and it's delivering the value that they're expecting.
I'm going to go ahead and begin with a critical stakeholder called the executive sponsor. The executive sponsor is an individual who not only approves the program, but also allocates funding. If the program manager runs into any roadblocks or issues, that executive sponsor needs to be there for them to go ahead and provide the support that they need to help them get through whatever the issues or problems are. Secondly, a program manager needs to have a great relationship with the project managers who are working the various projects that are supporting the overall program. Finally, you need to have an understanding who needs the deliverables from the particular program. What problem, what opportunity is this particular program going to satisfy? This could be customers, end users, external stakeholders, or internal stakeholders as well.
The most critical stakeholders that a program manager should manage include the project team. That's a given. The project team, any extended stakeholders who may be involved only in specific phases of your program development. Of course, your program sponsors, and then also your client or your customer who you're going to be delivering the outcomes to. As part of that, if your program does involve end users and or testers prior to handing off to the end users, you should include those as part of your stakeholder matrix when you're putting that together.
Provide tips to ensure stakeholders are successfully motivated and committed.
In order for a program manager to be successful, the program manager has to have a really good understanding of what's being delivered and what the timelines are. So when I think about tips for successful program management, it's constantly being aware of what your timelines are and then being able to adjust those timelines to meet the needs of the project as well as the needs of the people that are delivering that project.
So communication, again, is going to be critical for this. Understanding the desirable methods that your clients, sponsors, and project team want to be communicated with. Also crucial is collaboration. And so being able to create a very safe environment within your project teams across all of your projects is going to be very, very important, especially when things go a little bit off kilter. Really ramp up on your problem-solving skills, channel your inner customer service talents. As people bring you issues, you'll want to make sure that you clearly understand what the problem is, and you can help guide your team members to identify root cause for what's occurring and help them brainstorm solutions, either to remove the problem or eliminate its impact on the program as you move further down the road and through the development and final stages. And then the other thing is documentation. And so you'll want to make sure that you and your project managers are documenting critical decisions that are made.
Work towards building trust. This is essential to ensure that stakeholders remain committed and motivated. Respect roles and responsibilities and keep in lane with your own responsibilities. For example, as a program manager, do not try to be the project manager for any of the projects that you are managing. And collaborate, collaborate, collaborate.
So some of the tips to make sure that your stakeholders are committed, are motivated, is communication. I think I mentioned that before. If you are communicating with your project managers, your product owners, and your stakeholders, your executives, then you can manage those expectations and make sure that they are committed to the program and you all are on the same page and in sync with each other.
Along with being an expert communicator, a program manager needs to be an expert collaborator as well. The ultimate goal of effective collaboration is win-win. For starters, you need to have a great understanding of what the program is and what the value is. You need to make sure that stakeholders are motivated and committed, and the best way that you can do that is to go ahead and share a value proposition where the various stakeholders will feel that they are achieving something perhaps for the firm, perhaps for themselves, or perhaps for both.